Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are learning about recursive function to print Fibonacci series. So it's a beginner friendly guide, so you can watch this video without referring any videos. First of all, let us be clear about what is Fibonacci series. A sequence where each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. It will start with some finite numbers, that is 0 and 1, and for example here you can see 0 1 1 2 3 5 8 and 13, and like this is a Fibonacci series. Now look at this number and find out some formulas. Like what I have said is the sum of two preceding ones, right? So 1 2, so these two sum, that is 0 plus 1, will give the next value, that is 1, and after that this 1 and this 1, now these two, the sum of 1 plus 1 will give another value, that is 2. So again the sum of these is 3 plus 2 is 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 5 is 13, and likewise 13 plus 8 21, and it goes like this. So the formula became fn is equals to fn minus 1 plus fn minus 2. For example, if we consider this 3 number, right, by sitting in 1 we can find out this formula. This is n minus 1, this 1 is n for now, this is n minus 1, and this is n minus 2. So fn minus 1 plus fn minus 2, n minus 1 plus n minus 2, these two sum will give the value of fn, that is 1. So this is the formula. Every time we should know that it will start with 0 and 1, so that we will get the sequence like this. So now what is recursion? We know about Fibonacci. Now what do you mean by recursion? Okay, a function calling itself, this is called recursion. The function will call itself, okay, solving the problem by breaking them into a smaller sub problems. For example, let us suppose this is one function, factorial. You know about factorial, that is 2 factorial, then 2 into 1, right? 5 factorial, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So this is the 5 factorial, right? So like this, for example, this is the function. Here if we start with n equals to 0, then return 1. Every time if we get the value of n is 0, then we will return only 1. So this is the base case. In recursion value there will be one base case and another will be recursion case. So in the base case we should know if some values came, then default return value will be there. But when some values in a recursive case came, here you can see return n into factorial n minus 1. You may not know how this exactly work. For example, you can see here the factorial is the function and the factorial is the function itself. Now look at this. When I print 5 factorial, that means every time what I'm doing is subtracting 1 from the previous value, right? And I am doing the multiplication with the previous value. That means when I use 5 times 4, that is 5 times 5 minus 1, and after that what I'm doing is 4 minus 1, that is 3 times the multiplied value, again decreasing 1 and the multiplied value. So this is the actual exact representation of that. What we are doing is we are calling the factorial itself. If it reaches to the base class, it will return 1. Else what is doing is we decreasing the 1 value every loop, that is it is calling itself. So whenever the control come over here, it will return to this place again, and check this condition and return again this. And what we can get is until it comes to 1, that is n is equals to 0, then we will return the best case and we will find out the value. This is the function. In the main function we will print these values. Okay, so we are getting recursion means what. Now let's discuss about key takeaway. Okay, recursion makes the implementation very simple. Demonstrate self-calling. As we know, instead of for loop we can use this small code, so this is way easier. Recursion makes the implementation simple. Demonstrate self-calling function. Some challenges: insufficient for large n. So when large n values came, then it will start showing some difficulties, because this is good for only some repeated calls. It can be optimized with iteration, yeah. So when we use iteration, it can be optimized. For example, okay, here you can see we define the header file. After that, nth Fibonacci. So this is the function, and we define one integer value. If n is less than 1 or equal to 1, then we will return the n. Okay, which is just like if this person is giving -1 or is giving 1, entering the 1 Fibonacci, then we will return the entered value. Okay, else what we will do, we will use that formula. Look at here, calling the same Fibonacci function n-1 and n-2. So now here let us discuss how we have implemented that. Main function, as you know. After that, int n, print enter the number up to which I want the Fibonacci to print out. Okay, so scanf will ask the number, printf will just print the number that had entered, right? And here you can see the for loop has started. We can use for loop to print the Fibonacci using a recursion. So this is how we are doing. Here you can see we started until I value is less than n, that is the entered value. For example, if I say 10, right, the I value is 10, then what happened, it will iterate up to 9, that is 0 to 9, that means 10 times it will iterate, right? So int current, this is curr, means a variable. Here it will pass the value one by one from I. So whenever the 0 came, it will go I value, current, nth Fibonacci, that will call the function this nth Fibonacci. The I value will be 0. Now 0, it will return 1. Now the 1 is printed, right? After that, you can remove this. This is not the code actually. Okay, so after that, what happened, the I value again increase, it will 1. Okay, and here the value became 1 and it will pass to this function 1, and 1 equal to 1, it will return the 1. So first value is always 0 and 1, as we know, right? So after that, what happened, when it became 2, the value here 2. So 2 is less than or equal to 1? No. Now it will return the value, that is Fibonacci n-1, that is 2 minus 1 1 and 2 minus 2 0. So what happened, the Fibonacci execute and the value will be 1 again. So it will return 1. And in third position, what happened, it will increase again 3. It will pass 3 over here. The statement became false, and this here 3 minus 1, that is 2, and nth Fibonacci, that is 2 minus 2 is 3 minus 2 is 1. So again what happened is Fibonacci value here, in place of n minus 1, it becomes 3 minus 1, that is 2. So again what happened is it will pass the 2 value over here and again do the sum. So like that it every time what happened, it's update the value, send to the function, and again bring out the value and sum with it. So this is how we exactly do the Fibonacci. If you understand, this is really very amazing. And if you didn't, I will make another video with a proper explanation as your wish. So do comment what is the confusion over here. So I will run this program. Here is a false error. Yeah. So here we go. Enter the number. Let us print 12 Fibonacci number. And here you can see 1 plus 2, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. These are 12 numbers that had printed. So this is how you do the Fibonacci series using a recursion. So thank you for watching. Have a nice time.